In this video, I'm going to share with you two absolutely incredible brake pedal, well, it's not really brake pedal, foot comfort hacks for ultimate sim racing comfort. This is very stupid, but genius at the same time. So I feel like this video fully encapsulates this channel. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my incredible pink sock game. And, oh God, all the foot enjoyer type people are going to be loving this. Disgusting. Sorry for those of you that don't like feet. Congratulations to those that do. This is our setup for our foot pedal, for our brake, accelerator and clutch. As you can see, we've got the Husingveld logo there because these are the Husingveld Ultimate Plus pedals. Absolutely fantastic pedals. We will one day do a video on them, hopefully before the heat death of the universe. I very much recommend these pedals. Anyway, as you'll notice, what is this? What is this down here? A lot of people comment on this whilst we're sim racing. What it is it's a keyboard wrist rest. Specifically, this is from a Razer mechanical keyboard. Appreciate everyone for supporting the channel so I can waste money on ludicrous mechanical keyboards. But I don't like wrist rests on keyboard, but they are particularly good as a rest for your foot, a heel rest. If you're driving in shoes, you're not going to have this issue because the back of your shoe will actually have a rest in it. But if you're in socks, which a lot of people are, you can then rest your foot on the heel, on the wrist rest that you would use for your keyboard, and it definitely does make things way more comfortable. What you'll also find is if you're using high-end pedals with socks, which is arguably absurd, but if you're using high-end pedals with socks, you'll often find that they're quite tall relative to your average foot size, especially if you had your pedals on a just on the pedal tray, and also depending on how high you sit and all this stuff. Like, it depends on a whole load of variables, but you'll find in general that foot pedals, high-end pedals are they're all foot pedals. High-end pedals are quite tall, so if you're in socks, you'll be able to get a little bit of extra height. So this is particularly good for people that have either small feet or, as I say, driving in socks as well. I would say if you're going to get a heel rest for your sim racing, make sure to use the Game of Muscle Amazon affiliate link in the description. Do that. Use that when buying anything on Amazon, guys. Thank you. But I would say what you probably want is one that's got a hard bottom on it. Who doesn't like a firm bottom? And that way it won't just completely squish. Also, you probably want one that's like this Razer one's absolutely perfect. I think Red Dragon do some similar rip-off ones to this. In that they're hard at the bottom and they're quite wide and they're mostly flat, so they're quite firm, making it better for your heel. If you had a completely squidgy one, it probably wouldn't be as good. But it depends on your taste, and there's a huge range on Amazon to try to get, or your local shop. So you probably already got one, so nothing to lose. So the wrist rest for the heel rest, pure genius. Thank you. Hopefully I've changed your life there already. And then the next one that we do, this kind of stupid, is that I rotate the brake pedal around. Now it's going to depend on the brake pedal face. This is going to depend on what type of brake pedal that you've got as to how well this works. But with most of the pedals on the market, you can rotate them around. As you can see with this Husingveld pedal, it's actually shaped nicely at the bottom. So it goes off to the side here. So if it was around the normal way, that would make a lot more sense. With its side on, it doesn't make that much sense. But by putting the pedal on its side, it means that you end up with a much wider pedal to be able to access. So if you're driving a Formula car, for example, and you've got both your feet, it means you've got more range of your foot for you to be able to actually hit the pedal and keep your knees in order, especially if you're using a clutch as well. So if you don't have to like set your pedals as far apart. So if you're also doing like heel and toeing and everything, you've just got a lot more range there for width. I think all brake pedals should be absolutely humongous. Now, there's going to be a lot of preference to this. Some people might accidentally find that if it's so big and too close to the pedals, they accidentally push the brake pedal. You could also, from a hardware perspective, this is going to be putting some rotational torque onto the pedal arm. So, it's not necessarily, I'm not saying this is what you should do with your Husingveld pedals. Maybe it would break them. I don't think it would, because the Husingveld pedals are built like a brick. house. I've got a beat button for that. Yeah, I've done this with loads of pedals. I did this with the Fanatec V3 pedals. I did it with the Mecha Cup 1 pedals, and I've never had an issue from it. And I found it is a really nice way to then be able to, as I say, get more width from the pedal and more availability of the pedal. I think if you're, it depends on the strength and everything. You know, you might not like it. It might be terrible for you. This is just something I've found has actually really improved my comfort. Just a larger brake pedal face would probably be better. You also notice on the Husingveld pedal, by rotating it like this, the pedal's not actually being clamped into position properly, and there's only one screw. So, again, I'm using it inappropriately. It's not a problem with the Husingveld. But for me, this has actually worked out really, really well. But that's the real pedal, the pedal hacks. Also, I do actually have an IKEA shelf down here because it's wood. When I'm in my socks, by putting the wood on top of this tray at the bottom, it's actually raised this even more. But the wood is also not cold on your feet, so if you're in socks or barefoot, you're not going to get a numb heel, which is a problem I've had in the past, especially when it gets cold in the UK and I don't put my heating on. You can have like numb heels. So again, it's just all about the comfort, guys. Obviously, if you're like a super duper pro sim racer, you probably don't care. But if you're someone that lives in a driving simulator, this is what makes the difference. Before I finish this video, the fish. What is the fish about? Well, the fish obviously helps scale the brake forces better. So, yeah, I don't know. I think fish are just intrinsically quite amusing. And the pot plant, that's just for greenery. It's good for your mental health. But that's it, guys. Hopefully this video has absolutely transformed your life. It should have done. No joking. This actually has really helped my personal comfort when sim racing. So thank you for watching this one, guys. Let me know in the comments if you are going to do these tips and tricks yourselves, or if you just think this is a waste of time. My Amazon links, really appreciate you using them for anything. As I say, it all helps this happen and take place. But till the next one, happy tea drinking and goodbye, guys.